Murders that were too strange to explain. The Murdaugh mystery that left everybody in shock. The Murdaugh murders refer to a tragic and complex case that has attracted significant media attention and public interest. At the center of the story is Alex Murdaugh, a prominent lawyer from a powerful legal family in South Carolina, with deep roots in the local legal community spanning 3 generations. The case first gained widespread notoriety on June 7, 2021, when Alex Murdaugh called 911 to report that he had found his wife, Margaret Maggie Murdaugh, and their youngest son, Paul Murdaugh, shot dead near the dog kennels on their family property in Islandton, South Carolina. The brutal nature of the murder shocked the community and immediately raised questions about who would want to harm the family. As investigators delved into the case, a series of startling revelations began to unfold, painting a picture of financial troubles, alleged crimes, and a series of mysterious deaths connected to the Murdaugh family. One of the key elements that emerged was the controversy surrounding a 2019 boat crash involving Paul Murdaugh. Paul was allegedly driving the boat under the influence, leading to the death of a 19-year-old girl named Mallory Beach. The case was still pending at the time of Paul's death, and there was widespread speculation about whether the murders were connected to the boat incident. Further investigation into the family's affairs revealed a web of financial irregularities and alleged embezzlement. Alex Murdaugh was accused of misappropriating millions of dollars from his law firm and clients, leading to multiple charges of fraud and theft. In a shocking twist, Murdaugh confessed to orchestrating a botch-assisted suicide and insurance fraud scheme in September of 2021, where he hired a man to shoot him so his surviving son could collect a life insurance payout. However, the plan failed miserably. Murdaugh survived, and as the case continued to unfold, more disturbing details emerged about the Murdaugh family's history, including untimely deaths and suspicious incidents that left everyone in shock. It further deteriorated the Murdaugh family into pieces, and their public image was left in shambles. The Murdaugh murders are more than just a crime story. They are a tragic saga of a family that fell from grace. A tale of how power and influence can mask a multitude of sins. They expose the vulnerabilities and pressures within a prominent family, the destructive nature of secrets, and the devastating impact of unchecked privilege. The case has also sparked a broader conversation about the legal system in rural America, the intersection of wealth and justice, and ways in which power can be wielded and abused. This case intrigued the whole country for days. It has become a symbol of intrigue, scandal, and tragedy, highlighting issues of power, privilege, and the complexities of the legal system. As of the last update in April 2023, the case was still developing, with ongoing investigations and legal proceedings that continue to captivate and horrify the nation. The full truth of what happened to Maggie and Paul Murdaugh, as well as the extent of Alex Murdaugh's alleged crimes, remains a subject of intense speculation and interest. Do you think the father killed his own wife and son under the influence? The Murdaugh murders are a complex and evolving saga that has captivated public interest due to its blend of tragedy, mystery, and a glimpse into the life of a prominent legal dynasty in South Carolina. The Murdaugh family, a name synonymous with power and influence in the Low Country region, where they have practiced law for over a century. When the case unfurled with the brutal murders of Maggie Murdaugh and her son Paul in June of 2021, those peeled back layers of scandal, alleged crimes, and a series of mysterious incidents connected to the family. Alex Murdaugh reported finding the bodies of his wife and son near the dog kennels of their estate in Islandton, South Carolina. The call to 911 marked the beginning of a case that would soon expose a tangled web of deceit, financial ruin, and a string of suspicious deaths. Maggie Murdaugh, known for her community involvement and caring nature, and Paul, a young man with a troubled past, were both shot multiple times in what appeared to be a targeted attack. The double homicide sent shockwaves throughout the community, instantly attracting national media attention. and that attention spread like wildfire. As law enforcement delved into the investigation, the Murdaugh name was thrust under a relentless spotlight. The family had been a legal powerhouse in the area, with 3 generations serving as the 14th Circuit solicitor, giving them significant control over legal proceedings in a 5-county area. However, the murders began to unravel the public facade of the family, revealing a gross history of the prominent family. The tipping point in Murdaugh's reputation was a revelation of Paul's involvement in a fatal boat crash in 2019. Paul, allegedly intoxicated, crashed the boat, leading to the death of 19-year-old Mallory Beach. The case, which was pending at the time of Paul's death, dropped on the family like hot fire. It raised questions about the handling of the incident. Public sentiment was further inflamed by suggestions of preferential treatment and cover-ups, shoving the family's generational reputation in the dirt. If you are enjoying this video, do subscribe to the channel to see more of them in the future. The investigation took a bizarre turn when Alex Murdaugh admitted to faking his own assassination in September of 2021. In a desperate attempt to secure insurance money for his surviving son, Murdaugh hired a hitman to kill him. The plan failed and Murdaugh survived, but this confession opened the floodgates to a series of shocking disclosures about his life. It was revealed that Murdaugh had been embezzling funds from his law firm and clients, leading to multiple charges, including fraud and money laundering. His fall from grace was inevitable, which resulted in the termination of his legal license, marking the end of his generational legacy. Was this really the end of his professional career, or did he have another trick up his sleeve? When the Murdaugh family history was questioned, it revealed a pattern of untimely deaths and suspicious incidents. Questions were raised about the death of the family's longtime housekeeper, Gloria Satterfield, who reportedly died in a trip-and-fall accident at the Murdaugh home in 2018, and the passing of Stephen Smith, whose body was found on a road near the Murdaugh property in 2015 under mysterious circumstances. These incidents, once viewed as isolated, were re-examined through a lens of suspicion against the backdrop of the ongoing drama surrounding the family. It was out in the open. The Murdaugh family's downfall was brutal. The legal proceedings against Alex Murdaugh have been complex and drawn out, involving numerous charges across multiple jurisdictions. Each court appearance, each revelation of financial misdeeds or corrupt practices further erodes the legacy of a family that once held an almost unassailable position in South Carolina's Low Country. The community, once respectful and admiring of the Murdaughs, now watches with a mix of horror and fascination as each new development is revealed. The Murdaugh story continues to unfold, but the full extent of the Murdaugh saga is still to be concluded. With each new lead, the once respected Murdaugh legacy teeters on the edge, marked by a dark narrative of murder and deception. Something more deceptive than a notorious lawyer. Disturbing and weird Craigslist ads that lead people to the end of their lives.